Take us through running the ball down in the corner and shooting that three-pointer late in the game.
It was, I actually thought Avery was going to throw it to me on a short corner of the baseline, but he kind of floated the pass out to the corner, and I looked at the shot clock. It was 8 seconds left, and I just took a shot. That's pretty much what it was. I took a shot, and I was confident enough to take it.
It has to be a confidence boost. I mean, you've been working on your three pretty hard in the last few weeks. I mean, that's got to boost your confidence.
Definitely. That was the biggest knock on my game coming into the league is I couldn't shoot really. And over the last 12, 13 games, I think I've been shooting the ball pretty well, and I've been in the gym every day.
What have you been doing differently in the gym to work on your shooting?
Just trying to stay consistent with jumping straight up and down, not floating to the sides, left and right. Just trying to shoot the same shot.
Did someone tell you to do that?
I've always known ever since high school. What my problem was, it was just a matter of actually getting in the gym and working on it.
Talk about defending Tyreek Evans, a guy who's a very big, strong guy like yourself.
Oh man, it was definitely a challenge for me. But we had the same body type and physique, so it wasn't that hard for me because he wasn't as quick as some of the smaller guards that I usually go up against. So it was easy for me to stay in front of him a little bit more than it is to somebody like Kemba Walker.
I know you guys have put a lot of emphasis on pace this season, but it seems the last few games, it seems you guys are turning the corner a little bit more defensively. Talk about that.
Yeah, man. That's what it is. We're trying to establish ourselves on the defensive end, trying to push the tempo on the defensive end, and let that spark our offense.
One of the things Sel was telling us a little earlier was how Gerald has kind of been in your guys' ear about defense. Talk a bit about that.
Yeah, you got somebody like Crash. I don't know if he still goes by that, but you got somebody like him that he strives off of defense. It's always somebody like him to have in your ear who's been in this league, experienced, and knows what he's talking about.
How would you describe Jay Crowder as a player?
Oh man, he's an outstanding player, hard working on both hands. When he's out there, you know what you're going to get, and you can lean on him.
Can you talk about that stretch from his block to you taking play? Just that sequence, and probably as good an example of defense and offense.
Yeah, actually, we were at a disadvantage at that time. He came from the weak side, and got the block. But that's kind of what we've been focusing on, just helping each other out on the defensive end. And that's what Jay brings, another person besides me, Avery, and, everybody else who's on the court. It brings an extra player that's going to bring it in and you can look to play defense.
What does this win tonight show for you guys?
It just shows our tenacity and the type of team we are. We're young, but we have a lot of potential talent on this team, and we're forced to be reckoned with if we stay consistent.
Does the criticism of you guys being a young team and rebuilding kind of fuel the fire?
A little bit. It's kind of like being a younger brother. You're always told you can't do this, you'll never do this to younger brothers, and you just want to prove them wrong, and that's kind of what we're trying to do.
Marcus, how far are you from being a leader on this team?
I still have a long way to go. There's some guys on here that's been playing longer than me, and trying to get them to gel with me and listen to me is definitely a challenge. But I've been doing pretty well. We've been getting along with that, and they respect me and I respect those guys.
How much closer are you, Marcus, to where you were before the last interview?
I'm a lot closer to 100%. I say it probably 89, 88% now. I'm starting to get my mobility back, a little bit of my quickness back, and I think it's showing on the court.